Started 14 years ago when a patron of Famous Anthony's took home a drawing that a 9-year-old had created in response to the September 11th attacks.
The customer says the artwork spoke to her because many of her friends died inside the towers. For many years, the identity of the drawing has been a mystery. Well, today that question was answered, and WSLS 10's Christina Craig joined in on the reunion.
The search for the mystery 9-year-old artist began back in October of 2015. Every Famous Anthony's restaurant hung this poster, a replica of the original drawing. And finally, around Christmas, they heard a response.
It was born with.
And today, almost 15 years later, these two families met for the very first time.
They can destroy our famous American buildings, but they can't destroy our famous American pride. And these words were so comforting and have been so comforting to me for so many years. And I want to thank you for that. I really want to thank you.
These words touched Wendy Jones, a patron of Famous Anthony's restaurant. At the time, Jones worked for Morgan Stanley, the World Trade Center's #1 tenant, remotely in Virginia. She says she lost many good friends the day the towers came crumbling down. Today, Jones celebrates with the once young boy who gave her comfort during a dark time.
At 9, a lot of things didn't quite make sense, but I knew that this was still America. This was still the greatest country on the face of the earth, no matter what.
Aaron, now 23, says 9/11 was a sensitive time for the entire nation, but it also reflected a tough time for his family. The day before, his grandmother passed. It was at the funeral home where he watched the stories pour out from New York.
I don't guess I ever thought it would speak to anybody. It was just kind of a outward gesture.
That Jones has clutched and framed in her office. Signed by Aaron. Nearly 15 years later, Jones has her answer.
I've always wondered who he was. I've always wondered if our paths crossed, if I knew him.
Ironically, both Jones and Aaron live in Bogota and have run for city council. But today is the first time they've met and now welcome a long friendship. In Roanoke, Christina Craig, WSLS 10.